Welcome to AISD.
Welcome to Austin ISD!
Welcome to AISD.
Welcome to AISD.
I chose AISD because as a capital city, there's so many services that are available to the students here.
It's the best district in Central Texas. Actually, I think it's the best district in Texas.
My administration helped me and support me. I have really good colleagues, and I love what I'm doing.
Because it's such a large district, there are so many different schools. You have a choice in the type of school you work in, the area, the demographics, the school culture.
I chose Austin ISD because I knew they had a bilingual program, and I've always kind of thought about being a bilingual teacher.
Initially, I was kind of, oh no, it's too large of a district. But I love the fact that you have the resources that you need, you have the support staff that you need in place.
And I felt like that support is really what gave me the groundwork to be able to be the best teacher I could be here.
Austin is a cool city. It's got a nice vibe, great people, great personalities, and students at AISD are second to none.
I think what's great about the students is the diversity. There is not a dull moment in our classrooms ever.
The school that I work at is very diverse. We have so many languages spoken, and this year we started a One World program where every Monday my kids learn Spanish. So they'll know Spanish, Vietnamese, I teach them sign language, and they also know English, so that's 4 different languages they're learning.
The fact that the students are all so different and that they all need something different makes it worthwhile.
They are respectful, they want to learn, and I like that.
I love the eagerness of the children to learn. I love the excitement when you see them that they've got something, or they're not willing to give up. They're going to try every avenue. They'll go to their peers. They'll try to ask a question differently to get more information.
They give you everything that they've got. They bring it all to the table, and they're fun. They're quirky and they're fun. And I'm quirky, so it works.
Success in my classroom looks like, students who are actively engaged in their content area activity. When I'm walking through asking students questions, they're actually talking about the math or they're talking about the science. And we've not gotten off into some conversation about Pokemon cards, for example.
Success in my classroom is not being afraid to try. That's success for me. If you open your mouth and you say whatever you think, you've done exactly what I needed you to do. Because from there, I know what we need to do to get you to the next level.
Success in my classroom is when I see my students engaging in conversations based on what they're learning. When students are helping out their neighbors and saying, hey, I think you're supposed to use this color for this, or hey, can you give me an idea? When I see that conversation, and my classroom is student-led, where I try to let my student be the leaders and read the agendas and pass things out and collect things.
When I have the kids do something, I don't have a problem where it's just one answer. I like to see them think outside of the box and see how many ways they can come up with an answer, just different strategies.
It's when I see the kids flourishing and making their goals and reading and having fun and telling me, teacher, look what is there right there. And it's really, it's a joy.
I think it's a gift being an art teacher, because being an art teacher, you get to see the world through so many different lenses and so many different angles.
In a bilingual classroom, it's even more imperative that they are working together and talking. You cannot learn a language if you don't speak it, even if that means you're going to make a lot of mistakes.
So I feel like I'm doing a service to the kids and their family and the community.
I teach in special education that each of them, they need something different, and it's so fun to be creative with them every day to get them to where they want to be and where I think that they can get to.
District has supported me every step of the way. When I first started teaching, I had a mentor, and I had a district mentor as well as a campus mentor next door to me that I was able to check in with. National board certification. They provided a cohort for me. I met people who were trying to do national board alone, and in this district, we work together to, have people bounce ideas or read what we've written to give us feedback, and so that's supportive.
I also feel that if I call upon a district personnel, I do get a response. I've had to do that several times with behavior issues, and I called for a behavior specialist, and that person followed through, continued to work with me, continued to make suggestions with me to try to aid that particular child.
The district provides a really nice professional development trainings in all of the areas, and is also throughout the year, different times, so I really like it.
Definitely at the beginning of the year, the district supported me with all the training that I needed, and they paid for a lot of the training during the summer for life skills specific training that I was able to get. And they put me in touch with all the people who, when I had a question, they'd find someone who could answer it for me.
For a brand new teacher about to start in AISD, sometimes you can feel lonely or outcast. What I would recommend is that you network immediately. Try to, feel around and meet new teachers, especially the ones that have been in the school or in the district for a while.
But what really helps me is I'm very organized, I guess, and I would, set things and make sure I put in my calendar and my phone so I don't forget, because being a teacher, you get just so caught up in all the events that happen in school.
So work-life balance. I'm not just a teacher, I'm the youngest of 8 children. I am a wife. I am the mom of 2 amazing daughters, and all of that is important to me, what I do professionally, and it does mesh together because I think teaching is who I am and not just what I do. So I see opportunities to use things from other venues in my classroom and vice versa.
Don't feel alone, because you have your college, you have your team, you have your school support, your administration, and the worst thing that can happen is that you having problems or you need some help and you don't ask anybody.
Take several deep breaths. This is not an exact science, it's the practice. And you are going to do your best practices to try to make the children successful. That's why everybody's here.
There is no other profession in this world where you walk in every day and your clients are thrilled to see you and they give you hugs, and it doesn't matter what happened the day before. They are just happy that you have come back to be with them again the next day.
As a new teacher, it's okay to make mistakes. We don't know what we needed to know. I didn't know what I needed to know when I first started teaching. There were teachers that walked alongside me and mentored me and helped me see that I needed assistance. And I took those points to heart.
If I was talking to a new teacher, I would tell them, it's going to be a challenge, but it's totally worth it. The kids need it, and you'll get so much out of it that you can't even imagine.
Welcome to AISD.
Welcome to AISD.
Bienvenidos a AISD.
Welcome to AISD. It's a great place to be.